Hi! So today I'm going to talk to you guys about an agenda that I use that works really well for me, and I hope you guys use this too in the future because it works super well. First, I kind of want to talk to you though about phones. So I have a full iPhone 4S, and I use this for alerts in my calendar and reminders, and I think it's super useful. But I'm also a pen and paper type of person, and I'm not super good at technology, although I've learned to use this pretty well, and it's super easy to use. And for guys, I definitely think that guys should definitely use this. Although guys probably aren't watching this video, I think it's really important to use this if you don't use actual planners planners like this. So definitely think it's important to use this. I love mine. Look at it, it's so cute. It has little sunglasses. I was in Lake Shasta like 2 weeks ago, so it's a really cute picture. But anyway, it's 512, as you can see. So this is super smart to use for alerts and stuff, but I don't think it's a smart to-do list planner type thing, because I'm a pen and, as I said before, I'm a pen and paper type of person. I love writing things down and I love making lists. I'm a super big organization person, which is probably why you're watching this video, because you're obsessed with organization too. Okay, so this is called the MyAgenda right here, and it's from the MomAgenda, which is what they first used before they came out with the MyAgenda. It was called MomAgenda, and it was used for moms because you could write down your kid, and then you could write down your kid's schedule. So it's super smart, but they found that a lot of people were actually using this weren't necessarily moms. They were just people who just kind of needed to understand how to use a planner, and it's super simple to use because it shows you exactly how you can use it. So I'm going to tell you right now, but it's super simple to use because it shows you how to use it in here, and I just think it's super smart. So this is where you put your name, and then you put your address. I apologize that it's backwards. And then you can put your phone number. I don't have that in there yet because I haven't used this one. Okay, so we're going to flip to this. Whoop, kind of got a little crinkly. Okay, sorry. Can't all be perfect, but you can try. It's hard to make it super organized and perfect, but okay. So originally why this was used for moms was because you could write your kids' names in here, and then you can write their schedule across. Well, I don't have a kid, so I'm going to be in college next year, so I wanted to have something that worked well for college. And when I was in Staples, I think you can get this at the Office Depot too, but I'm not quite sure. So when I was in Staples, I was trying to find a planner, and I spent like a half hour in the planner section. I know, kind of weird, but I spent a half hour trying to find one that worked for me, and I just couldn't find one, and I was just like getting frustrated, you know. And then finally I came on this one, and I didn't really like the fact that it has binds. That's the only negative to this, is it has binds, and I know a lot of planners do, but for me personally, when I put this in my purse, the key, like, you know, the keys, the keychains will like get stuck on it when I'm like pulling it out of my purse, and I get kind of annoyed. But that's just like, that's like the only downside, and most of them have binds. And everyone I could find that didn't have a bind, I just didn't like it. I just didn't, I don't know, I didn't like it. So, I write, or you can use whatever you want, and you write whatever you want in here. So if you have work, exercise, and then you just write across whatever it is. So like for this is September 10th. Sorry, it's backwards again. And you just write down the work, the exercise, to do, class, or just whatever you want to put. This is kind of more of your social thing, so whatever's the biggest part of your life, I'm assuming it's like your social and like the people you love and stuff like that. So like, gonna have lunch with, or it says, team meeting, so I guess it could be sports too, but if it's like, gonna have lunch with Sierra, or whoever it is, you can just write it down right there, and it's super simple to use. I also wanted to find one that I could use, because I'm going to be in college next year, as you know, just told you. I want to go into sororities, and I wanted to find one that I could write down, like chapter meetings and stuff, and it's super smart. You can just put it right here, like sororities or whatever. So that kind of just what works for me. So I'm not going to go through every little thing in the planner because I think that that's pretty self-explanatory, and this is super easy to use. But I will show you it has different resources, toll-free numbers, or online resources, super smart to use. This is kind of an overview, and in a lot of planners you'll see this, and you'll see there's not a lot of room to write what you want to write on that day. And that's why I get really annoyed, because I find planners and I'm like, how am I supposed to write everything I want to do that day in this small of a box? I get really annoyed. So I don't use that anymore. I'm going to the Oregon Jamboree, woo. Okay, so I like to use work, fitness to do. I haven't written in anything yet because I'm filming this as it's not July 30th yet. But anyway, so you can write in whatever you want. You can write it across, and it's super smart to use. Look at that, how much writing you have a whole day. It's right there, so smart. Okay, so then after this has cute little quotes up here, which a lot of planners do, but I love the softness feel to it. I'm like obsessed with, like, it has to feel good, and it has to be like I love to flip pages and stuff. Okay, so then I use this right here to kind of flip to the whatever week I'm on, but you can use ones that are about a fourth of the size, so it's about like that small, like from the top up, not from the bottom. It's about that small, and you can use that because you can flip to it. You can put it right here, so let's say you want to put, like, if you keep flipping to a week in March and you need to know what your, I don't know, volleyball schedule is for that week. Okay, so you put it right here. Well, actually, volleyball's a fall sport, but it doesn't matter. Tennis. Okay, I play tennis anyway. So you put that right here, and that way when you're like, okay, flip, bam, flips right there, and it shows you exactly what it is, because this right here, this whole line, let's say, this will all be tennis. And it's just like that, super easy. Okay, and then in the back, it has different, as you can see, I've kind of written in here. I have my little sticky card, sorry about that. This has music and fashion. It just kind of writes everything in there. I haven't used this much just because this starts July 30th, and it's July 5th, so it doesn't really relate yet, or I can't use it yet, but it's super smart to use. This is vacation planning too, super smart. I'm going to Spain this summer, so I'm going to be using this a lot. And then in the back, there's just blank pieces of paper. So I hope you guys liked this. I got it at Staples. Just to remind you guys, I got it at Staples. It's called the MyAgenda. It'll probably be by the MomAgenda, so if you just go up and ask. If you liked this enough to actually want to buy it, then, you know, heck, go for you. Or if you just want to find a planner, or if you want to make your own planner and it kind of looks like this, super smart, easy to use. Okay, and I like it because it's pink and it's fun. And I live in Oregon, and so this is smart to use because it's waterproof, and so no water will get on it, and I don't really use an umbrella because a lot of people in the Northwest don't use umbrellas. We don't use them, so it's pretty smart to use. Okay. For me personally, though, I think these are the two best things to have. You have your phone, which has an alert, your calendar, then you have your to-do lists, and the rest of your calendar. So if you bring this into, let's say, I don't know, a salon. So let's say it says 4:30, salon and day spa, or whatever. Then that's where you need to be at 4:30. Then you can just write that in here too. And then you can use this also as a to-do list, and that way you don't have to use this as a to-do list. It's super smart, so if you lose your phone or it gets deleted, you have it in here, and if you lose this, then you have it in your phone. So can't go wrong unless, you know, you get it deleted and you lose this, but, you know, that's happened. It's life. Okay, so I highly recommend to use both of these, but definitely a lot of people have phones that have calendars in them. Again, guys, if you have a boyfriend or a husband, they need to use their phone. They need to plan. They need to plan, because I know a lot of guys don't do that. Some guys are super good on that, but a lot of guys don't like to plan, so that's just a good idea. Again, it's MyAgenda. Well, this is from 2012 to 2013. I haven't looked it up enough to know if there's other covers or anything like that, but you can just kind of put your own in there if you don't like this. If you don't like pink, that's cool. Just kind of whatever works for you. It's just an idea, and it works really well for me, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I plan on putting more organization videos up in the next probably 2 or 3 weeks, so I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you later. Bye!